What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Backstage Business and Executive View Podcast. I'm your host, Aaron Simmons, and this is the view from on top, man. You could be anywhere in the world on a Wednesday, but you're here with us. I do appreciate that. You guys know how I get down. If you see the show, share the show. We're all over the place, man. We on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, TikTok. We're doing big things in big places. To definitely want to take everybody along for the journey. I don't do this by myself. I got a couple of people here that are sitting here ready to chop it up and talk about everything around the world of WWE. The homie villain, aka he calls himself the ruler. We ain't going there with that man just yet. He's back in the building. What's going on, villain? How we doing, sir? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ooh. What up? What up? Villain's in the house.
Listen, we can't play the theme music. We may get flagged if we play the theme music, but I kind of want to play the theme music right now because that jump was straight fire.
I kind of want.
Corey, what's going on, Corey? How we doing, sir?
Clearly, I gotta fix my nameplate. I'm the only one that's just basic in here, huh?
I'm gonna need you to step your game
Come
up.
up with something.
Step your game up.
I was gonna say, you nothing but basic. You are not basic at all. Nothing basic about you, Corey.
And that voice you hear is the queen herself, the fa la 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 queen, Miss Stacey in the building. What's going on, ma'am? How we doing?
What's up, fam? 'Tis the season.
Talk to me about it. Talk to me about it, man. Listen, we got a lot to get into and not a lot of time to get into it, man. But before we start waxing poetic and talking about Saturday night's main event, man, I kind of want to spin ahead a little bit and talk about. Actually, I really can't talk about Monday when I talk about Saturday. So, with that being said, let's dive into what took place Saturday night, man. We had a PLE that took place, and I was actually kind of indifferent about it, if you will. I felt as though there was a lot of good, a lot of bad, a lot of ugly. But I want to give you guys an opportunity to talk about it, man. Villain, where's your head at, man? Saturday night's main event kind of went off, man. How'd you feel?
I thought it was a good show. I thought they did a great job. It was a good send off for John. He got the flowers he deserved. I liked the opening match. Obviously, I was just giddy with the entrance. The entrance just had me hyped, and I was just the whole time. I'm like, I hope Corey's watching this, man. I hope he understands and he sees what we saw because, Hunter said it after the show and what have you. Oba is a star. He has it. And you just saw it from the entrance. The crowd was into it. His music, they were chanting Oba as he was coming down. Just it was everything. And they put on a pretty good show. I wanted it to be a longer match, but they might have stopped a little early. But at the end of the day, it really put over Oba as a really up-and-coming guy. I thought all the matches did a great job of putting over the young talent. So looked great against Bailey. She had some really good spots. Her backflip over the top rope is something is a staple. But if you've never seen her, it's just something to behold. And obviously, Slater and Eds are great. So it was a great send-off from that standpoint. I'm sure we'll get to the John Cena match. But as a whole, the card, I like the event. I like the card. I like the way they dedicated time for John and give everybody time to kind of talk. And Stephanie did a great job. And I like the card as a whole.
I feel you. Stephanie did a really decent job with it. Stacey, where's your head at, man? The PLE kind of was for me, but I'll explain my logic here in a minute. Where was your head at?
I agree with Villain. I don't think it was because honestly, there wasn't a match that I didn't enjoy. There wasn't a match that I didn't sit through beginning to end. This is the first PLE since Evolution in July that I felt like everything that it promised, it delivered. And I know we're gonna peel the layers back on Cena, but it was great. It was exactly what I wanted it to be and more. I think the only thing that was weird about it was the whole, the little bit of the Joe Hendry thing, which was kind of odd, but it was still fun. I mean, it just added to it. And that made it a nice little fun bit. And then honestly, the biggest thing is I'm so glad it wasn't on main TV because we've talked about consistently Saturday night main events were rough because we had 2 hours and a ton of commercials.
Mm-hmm.
We finally felt like, we've been missing this for a while with Saturday night main event, that it actually did feel like a solid PLE. It did feel like we're not sitting through 25 minutes with the commercials. We didn't have, 40 minutes of wrestling and the rest was all other stuff. So I think the way that they set it up, the matches were in the right order. I mean, we can't talk enough about Obafemi. I mean, it just, I love that you're smiling, Corey, because you finally know. I mean, Javon, everybody did great. They picked the right partners for each of the NXT people. I think it was great. It was just a great PLE, and it made me really happy, beginning to end.
I mean, I can respect it. I think for me, Corey, I'll let you go here in a minute, bro. I think for me, I hated how the first match ended.
Well,
I really felt as though that match had more layers to it. Even if they were going to have Drew McIntyre with the run-in and all the things and cause a DQ to kind of preserve both champions, which is what I feel as though they did. Neither one of them wanted to take a pin or shit. Neither one of them would have looked decent taking a pin there, so you cause a DQ, whatever the case may be. I wanted to see those two work a whole lot more than I did. And I think that's why my reaction to the PLE was more because I kind of wanted a little bit more. Like, I felt that Soruka and Bailey could have worked a little more. Obviously the tag match, I thought that was off the charts. Like, I could have had they could still be doing it right now and I would still be eating it up.
For real.
And so I think for me, not that it was a bad PLE, I just felt as though the matches were cut a little bit short. And again, probably in an effort to give Cena, more time at the end. But you can't dangle the carrot in front of me and not have me mad that I can't get to it. Like, we wanted Obafemi on this stage, to go against this opponent for so long, and people, who haven't seen him or haven't been watching NXT were finally introduced to the beast that we've been wanting for, to borrow Corey's phrase. And then it was cut short. Regardless of whether Cody was going to get the pin or Oba was going to pin, it was cut short, and I hated that because it felt unfinished. Because it was.
I think it needed to be.
I think so too. I think so too. I want Corey to cook on this, but I just want to tap on this really fast. I think it wasn't about the match with Obafemi. It was about the moment for Obafemi. It was bringing him out in a big stage, because you've seen him at the Performance Center. You've seen him in some small arenas when NXT has their events, their pay-per-views. You never saw him on this big a scale. Like, when you saw his music entrance, the pan view and the lights going, the only thing was missing with this guy was pyro. But everything from the entrance into the ring, the lighting behind him was peak. And that's what you needed to see, because a lot of people like Corey had never seen him and never saw his drip and his aura. Once you saw him, you're like, oh.
But see, here's where I would go back and forth with that. It's like, his aura was there. The everything was peak. But ultimately, we want to see him compete and wrestle and go against QB. I mean, again, and go against QB1 there. Like,
sure. But did you really expect him to beat QB1? Like, that's not the story.
Him. But the thing is, I felt as though the story, again, creative probably did a good job. I felt as though the story was unfinished. But
the story to me, the story is does he belong? And
but I'm going to challenge both of you. That I think the thing is that the story for this is exactly where they laid it. He can't be the story for QB1. You can't come from NXT and on a minor PLE, because it's not even a major PLE, because ESPN carries the major PLEs.
Sure.
You can't start a storyline with QB1 from NXT. And his first storyline here, because his first storyline here can't be with
who else? I mean, again, we've been talking about this for a while. Who else?
What do you think they did?
Who else is Cody going to go with?
The end of the match wasn't Cody. and Oba. The end of the match was Drew and Obafemi
getting laid out, and then
getting laid out.
QB1 raising his hand like, "Yep, you're here."
Yep. So the whole purpose of that was showing that he can be. And I'm sorry, Corey, because I can't wait to hear what you think. Because I mean, you not knowing who he is gonna cook. The reality is they did exactly what they needed to do. They gave us a nibble, a taste, and then they said, "Nope, you can't have any more. You need to wait and see."
Yeah,
because they needed to make people hungry for him, which serves a couple purposes. He'll either A, get more people to watch NXT and teams up completely, which is what they want, or
that didn't work.
When he does walk in for Rumble at the end of January, he gets as big of a pop as everybody else does. So they did exactly what they needed to do. They gave us a kiss, a taste, and left us wanting more. It was like a first date where she held your hand and gave you a kiss on the cheek. You felt like it was too short. It wasn't enough, but you can't wait for the next date because you got just enough to want more. And that's exactly what they did. And they couldn't have done it any longer. They had to have shenanigans because neither one can look weak. Because if he took the pin from Cody, would we be sitting here going, oh,
yeah, I get that point, actually.
He lost, then we don't need to worry about him coming up. Oh, he's not ready. He couldn't beat Cody. And if he beat Cody, then it's, why do we have a guy coming from NXT who's not been up here that we've never seen before pinning QB1?
And Drew
There
hasn't.
was no other way to do what they did than exactly how they handled it. And they couldn't have made it any longer because it was the first match. So again, they had to leave us wanting more. It was great.
I can respect it. Corey, where's your head at, big dog?
I disagree and agree with all of y'all. Serious, you on your own. This is the best show they've had since the Women's Evolution by far.
Yeah, facts. That's a
fact. It's not even close.
Bang, bang.
Every match was good. I got to see kids I'd never seen before because I don't watch NXT. The worst part of the show is exactly what you just said, though. So this is where I'm disagreeing with Stacey. You can't end the match like that. Like we all knew Drew was going to interfere. We all knew it. We all said it last week. But either A, they were saving time for John, which I can respect and I have no issue with that. Or two, Cody was hurt.
He better have been out on his feet.
Yeah, so that's the only part. That's the only part of the night that I disliked. Even though we knew that was gonna be the ending, I just feel like you did. It was too fast. My second favorite part of the night was the part Stacey didn't understand, which was Joe Hendry.
I loved it.
I loved it because John Cena believes in Joe Hendry.
Yeah,
That's right.
He appears.
You didn't give him a chance in the tournament. So you cannot have that show without him on it, and I'm pretty sure John pushed for that.
Yep.
The backlash, everybody online complaining about the end, they literally foreshadowed the end for weeks. Gunther said, "I'm going to make you tap out."
Yep.
The only thing John could do was tap out because
absolutely.
Like I had this argument with my cousin. She's not a big wrestling fan, but she texted me and she was like, "What did you think of the match? Why did John lose?" I said, because what good does it do for John to win? I'm trying to explain to her, what good does it do for him to win against one of your superstars when you ain't never coming back? So
exactly.
The show served its purpose. It did what it was supposed to do. It got new talent over. It got John his last match. We got to say goodbye. I know we didn't do a letter grade or nothing, but it was a solid A to me. The only reason it wasn't an A+ is because Obafemi's match got cut short. Yeah, if they gave it a little more time, it'd have been an A+. So I was happy with the show. I was excited to see some of these people. So Ruka, Shorty's a star.
Yeah, she is a star.
Yeah,
she doesn't get enough credit.
Yeah, it was a good show. It was a good show.
I agree. I think it was a solid A. It's the best show probably since SummerSlam. I thought SummerSlam was a solid show, but definitely since Women's Evolution. By far, that was, top to bottom, the best card we've probably seen all year. Let's crack it open and let the cat out of the bag. I sent a video. I gave my opinions. I held back a little bit, but because I wanted to chop it up with you guys on this. Like, it was the perfect ending for John.
Yes.
And it's the way you're supposed to go out. You're supposed to go on your back. The business that gave you everything, that gave you all this money and fame and stardom and everything, the only thing at the end you have to do is give back. And what he did was give Gunther the ultimate rub. And if you didn't believe it, Monday night proved it. Because two things. Everybody wanted, LA Knight, or they wanted, I would have liked Carmelo in there. The only person that could handle making John Cena tap out is Gunther. And only person that can be elevated from making John tap out is Gunther. And he is built for it. You saw the crowd after the show. Serious, I think you sent the video of them, going after Gunther to when he was going to the bus. Gunther's a guy that can handle that. And Gunther is the character is on cloud 9 and is made after that. And John, I'm trying to explain it to my daughter because she was pissed and why didn't tap and all this stuff. And I'm like, he has never given up. So the only thing that he could do at this point, when this is your last match, is, and you can see it in his face, the calm and the peace of, yeah, I'm good. Thank you. That's all it was. And the crowd getting on Triple H was just uncalled for. They don't understand it. It's the 10-year-old boy sitting in the crowd that grew up with John that was booing and that was screaming bullshit and we want Vince. That's who was out there crying. The little 8-year-old, 10-year-old boy that used to watch wrestling and grew up with John Cena, never giving up. It's not and I'll leave it at this. When Rowdy Piper wrestled, he never lost. He never went out on his back, ever.
Right.
Anytime he lost, it was a DQ. When he lost to Bret Hart at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Championship, it meant something because he never lost. He never wanted to give up a match and go on his back 1, 2, 3. So when Bret got the 1, 2, 3, it put Bret on the next level. That's what John did. And that's all he's ever wanted is to give back. If you know him, you know that's what he wanted to do. So I loved it. It was poetic, and it's just the way he was going to go out. That's the way he was going to go out.
To be fair, and this is all I'll say about it. I don't think that crowd was necessarily just booing because of how the match ended. They booing because this year has been terrible. This year has not been a good year for the Triple H era. And not to mention, because me and Sirius and y'all know we live out here in this area, so we wanted to go. And go because them tickets were crazy. So if I pay stupid prices for 4 matches because I want to see John Cena and that's the way the match ends. All right, yeah. Us being diehard fans knew that's how the match was going to end. But like you said, the 10-year-old boy who's now an adult who grew up with John Cena, that's not a diehard fan of the company, just a diehard fan.
Business.
They're gonna be mad. So Triple H set himself up for that, and it wasn't just Saturday. If you watch the post shows of almost every PLE, they're giving Triple H the business at every show.
Every show.
So this is it was. I don't even think it was about John Cena. Because when they played his video and he walked out and he took his shoes off and all that stuff, that crowd respected the whole moment. It was just Triple H. And I feel like we're going to see that a lot. Every city we go to, when you see Triple H, it's gonna be like that.
I look at it like this. I hated it. From the simple fact that I would have much rather...
Put a disclaimer out here. Put a disclaimer out here before you start to go off. Everybody that's watching, everybody that's gonna watch, y'all need to understand. Sirius is that 10-year-old boy we were talking.
I am.
Yep.
I am.
Yep.
I'm not gonna hold you. I am. I understood it from the business side of things. But two things can be true at the same time. My video was a little different from Villain's video. In the sense
And
that
I didn't watch your video on purpose so I can have my own thoughts.
Yeah, so it was a little different because for me, I can accept the loss. I can accept him being choked out. I can accept that. It's just the 10-year-old me. Well, hell, I'm 41. The 41-year-old me struggled to wrap my mind around the fact that this is how it goes out. And I sat with myself for a while, just trying to make peace with it. Because that's the last image of him in the ring that I'm gonna see. Right? You build this guy up and for 20 some odd years, never give up, hustle, loyal, respect, the whole nine, and never quit and the whole thing. I felt as though there was again, this is the 10-year-old me talking. I felt as though this was a different way for him to give Gunther the rub and to do it. Like, Gunther would have gotten the hate if he would have DQ'd him, I think.
No.
I feel as though
No.
I feel as though he would have gotten the hate if he choked him out.
He would have gotten the hate, but he wouldn't have been villain like number one. He wouldn't have been
If he
villainized
choked
like
him
that.
out, listen, Gunther choked out the fan beloved Jey Uso, and there was people throwing stuff at this man's car, his house, etc., etc. So, I get where you're coming from. The business side of me understands it.
But see,
And
listen, you needed the streak for Undertaker so that somebody can break it. You needed the hustle, loyalty, never give up for somebody to make him give up.
Yes.
First of all,
okay,
hold on.
First of all, hold on, Stacey, real quick. First of all, and this is going to take us around the way, so I don't even want to stay on this point. The damn streak should have never been broken. That's all.
We all know that. We all know that it should have been meant for somebody else.
Right.
To me, it was meant for Roman. Roman should have broke it.
Correct.
I'm disappointed in Sirius right now. I just want that to be stated on this. I feel like we spent a good 45 minutes last week preparing this man for this.
And he still can't.
No, I mean, I get it. Listen,
he still can't comprehend
it. Before we drag me because I'm frustrated with it. Understand this: there are two sides of this. The business side of the move, I understand.
Then that's all you need to know.
Well, but hold on, and I'm gonna challenge the little boy side of you, because this is what I want to say about this. I'm gonna challenge the little boy side of you. As a mother of boys, I am thankful that he tapped out, because men need to understand sometimes you need to tap out. And that's the reality of the world, because men carry too much in the world, and so do women, but men have a standard that are kept to, that hustle, never give up, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And we have too much mental health crisis for men in the world to hold even to this. And I'm going to parallel that. And I had this conversation with my boys this week. It is okay to tap out when it is time to tap out, period. And I respect it, and I love that they did it, that he didn't get choked out, that he didn't pass out, that he wasn't laying there and people had to revive him. I love that he looked right to the camera and he smiled and he sighed and he tapped out.
That made it worse. That made it worse for me.
For me, as a man, I watched a man that said, I have given everything I have, and it's time to not give anymore. I have given beyond everything I have in my life. And he said that since Saturday, right? He's put so many things out that he physically can't do it anymore, right? So for me to see a man that is so beloved and so respected, and again, the 10-year-old boy, I'm watching my 16-year-old when he tapped out. I mean, I just saw it wash him out. Like he cried, like he was devastated. And I was like, Bubba, I'm glad you got to see that, because you need to know sometimes it is okay to tap out.
Mm-hmm.
It is okay to say, I can't do this anymore. And if that isn't the most wonderful gift he could have given to all of those little boys and all the adult men that were little boys, when he kept saying, never give up no matter what, he gave a beautiful gift Saturday night. And it's a beautiful gift that men deserve to see. When the time is done, it is okay to tap out. You have done nothing wrong by doing that. You gave all you have, and it is time to move on. And for me, not even talking the business side, the symbolism in that is magnificent.
I hate you so much for that. I hate
It's
you so
No,
much.
so
you know what?
poetic.
It is, and I don't want to start
I hate you so
preaching
much for
here,
that.
but like
I
the
love
greatest
you.
the greatest story ever told is a man that gave his life for you. He
Amen.
laid his life down, right?
Yep.
So
we going spiritual here. All right, let's go.
so like I'm not trying to put him on that pedestal, but you understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
So from that perspective, he gave of himself to
Yes.
Gunther, and Gunther can go around for the rest of his life, and no one will like that man.
Yeah.
No one.
He'll never be like Randy Orton at the end of his. He will never have at the end of his career where he's going to have a face run. It's not going to happen. He is despised.
He'll have it he might have it at the end of his career, but at this point,
50s.
y'all are wrong about that. Y'all gonna be and the rest of the WWE universe at SummerSlam will be cheering Gunther.
Oh, I
That's
hope
all I'm
so.
gonna say.
I hope
That's all
so.
I'm gonna say. We know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm saying.
I mean, listen. I'm gonna make me a Gunther shirt. I'm gonna wear it.
So we're gonna have a party and we're gonna throw grenades. We're so happy.
The ring general. But listen, it couldn't happen to a better person. Gunther Monday night. I mean, I was hoping he would just sit there and just let them boo, but what he did was even better. And I said it last night, Corey, you were on the show, me and Sirius, when he had that unserious, like, hey, AJ, you can't see me. Like when he did I fell out laughing, and Avery was so mad, and my wife was like, "It's okay, he can laugh, it's all right," because it's like that's at that moment I knew he was absolutely the right person, because the arrogance, the smugness, like I told you I was gonna make him tap, and not only that, I made him tap like a bitch. Yep. Unmatched. I love that. I love that dude, yo. I really do. I will boo him, but I love that dude. I love me some Gunther right now.
Y'all know I've been a way back for Gunther. I was here for it. I was mad that they did him dirty this year.
McIntyre.
I love a good villain. I love an arrogant, confident villain because they make a difference.
That's why Stacey loved me. That's why Stacey loved me.
That's why I love you. I'm telling you.
Speaking of Monday night, Corey, talk to me, big dog. Gunther started the show. You wanted to bat lead off here, man. Where's your head at, big dog?
So look, when that man came out there and did what we thought he should do and just stand there and let it go, it was perfect. When that man left the ring and then said, "Screw it, I'm going back," and then he stood on the announce table, it was perfect. When he left and he went to the back and he had these grown men looking like they wanted to cry because he just tore down their hero. Like Otis, I ain't never seen Otis that sad.
Yeah, he was butthurt, son. He was mad hurt.
The thing with the foreshadowing with AJ was perfect. But they ruined the whole damn segment with Adam Pearce. Why the hell?
Yeah.
First of all,
why would you send him home?
Yeah.
Before I even get to that,
I have an answer to that though. Go ahead.
Okay. But before I even get to that, you chastise this man like you his child because he said some words that you didn't like.
Right.
Okay. You send him home. This man just got the biggest match of his life. He is now the biggest heel we have And at the end of the show, we clearly seen why they did it. They didn't want him to overshadow the BS that we saw at the end. But you send him home. So now we seen Gunther for 10 minutes after he beat John Cena. The best way for them to have done that was for Adam Pearce to say, yo, I didn't like that. You're going to have a match. And then for Gunther to say, I'm not fighting nobody. I'm going home.
Yeah, exactly. He should have left on his own accord.
No. Walking out. So, I mean,
he was already on his way out.
He was on his way home. He was like, I'm leaving anyway. Cool.
The way I wish that would have ended is for him to say, I'm not going nowhere. I mean, I'm not fighting nobody. I'm going home. Or for when Pierce to talk that talk, he choked him the hell out.
Slapped him.
Yeah. I would have punched it. I'd have punched him in his face. Like, who are you talking to? I'm running this place now.
I think the only thing that they've done that where he'd have laid his hands on him, we just had Drew like suspended for like ridiculous. They'd have had to try to do that, and they need him back next week.
Yeah,
I just don't understand the biggest heel in the company now, or what we're trying to make him, and you send him home after 10 minutes. They ruined because
you didn't like the way he talked.
Yeah, because you didn't like the way he talked about John Cena. Yeah, come on, man. So you ruined the whole segment, and I don't know if y'all felt that way, but the whole segment was ruined by that, and it was perfect until and after that.
I don't think again there was so much good that took place before Pierce got involved. I can't say the segment was ruined. It was just a speed bump because after that,
I'll look at it like that.
He walked outside and he and AJ was perfect. Again, the you can't see me. It was straight. It was chef's kiss.
Yeah,
chef's kiss.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's not just the you can't see me. It's the wave with the smile. You have no idea. Like, that just is like unserious. It's just so unserious. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever. It's total disregard for your feelings, for the fans' feelings of the 10-year-old serious. Like, that's a heel.
Did you guys see the video of the little boy on Saturday night in the front?
Yes. I thought did you send it to me, Corey?
I don't think I sent it. That's how it's going to be from now on, and it's perfect.
Yes. And he's the guy for the job. Like, he is going to completely do that and not even care.
Could you imagine?
I saw threads that said the only thing that would have made that segment better because of Adam Pearce or whatever is if a car would have exploded, because Vince McMahon would have exploded a car.
That was the car. I was waiting for the car to explode.
We were waiting for the car to explode. That was it. That would have been perfect. That's the only thing we didn't get was the vehicle exploding, but everything else was like great. They had to send him home early. They had to get him out because the bottom line is, with all the hate he's getting, they had to get him out of the building before the end of the show. They handled it the wrong way with Adam Pearce, but they had to send him home because he's got so much heat right now that they had to have him come and make his stance, talk smack to everybody, and then they had to get him out.
I had to go find it.
It's so good.
But if they had to get him out because of the heat, what they gonna do next week? It's gonna be the same thing every week.
Yeah, you got to build on that.
Yeah,
okay, well, look,
it's just like Femi.
The best heat you can do. You know what you got to do next is you got to play John Cena's music and then have.
That's what I was hoping they did. That's what I was hoping they did on Monday. Look, I gotta get my 5 seconds of hate out. And Trav, I don't know where you at. I hope you watching. Could y'all imagine if that was LA Night? I wouldn't even came on the show tonight. I'd just been like, that was a waste of time. It's trash.
There's a reason why it wasn't LA Night, because it would
have been trash.
No, it's not because it would have been trash, but because Gunther's better.
Well, because LA Night, they could not have had a face retire Cena. Because if they were trying to keep a face, that's what they're going to do. We know that they're going to bring him back. He's going to get all kinds of great love at Rumble.
No, I think he coming
back. They
don't
want to make him into a supervillain. They knew whoever they put him in his final match had to be someone that was going to villainize, because they had to tap him. They've known all along that they were going to tap him, so it had to be somebody that was strong enough to take what he's carrying now. And it wouldn't have been LA Knight, because they don't want to make LA Knight a heel. and he would have had to have been a heel to pull this off, because there's no way that he would have tapped Cena out that easily, where he would have laid back and smiled and tapped.
But that's not the rub for him. That's not. And
that's why it could never have been LA Knight.
Y'all took this somewhere we ain't had to take it. I was just getting my hate in for a minute.
I know you was getting your hate in, but it wasn't the right choice.
You said it earlier, and I meant to say that because that's why it could never have been anybody else. It couldn't have been Joe Hendry. It couldn't have been Matt and nobody, because there was nobody. The only other person that had hate in this tournament is Solo, and he's doing something else.
Yeah. And he's already faced John. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it just, to me, it wouldn't have fit. So I loved it. I loved every bit of it. And I think LA Knight is, unfortunately, with the way that it's turning out, Corey, destined for some big things in 2026.
But see, I won't mind that if he when and I know because I brought him up, we didn't flip the whole subject. But when he comes back, it can't be and all that. He got to come back ready for war and just start destroying people.
Yes.
You cannot come back with this cookie cutter.
Face, like the thing that makes LA Knight who he is the thing. But
it hasn't worked. If that's what makes him, it hasn't worked.
It's not that it hasn't worked. It just they haven't done much with it other than like you.
No. We're not blaming creative. He hasn't worked. It's him. It's not.
I thought his U.S. title run was good. I thought he had a good U.S. title run.
Why are we doing this tonight, y'all?
You brought it up.
But this not even me hating. It was him. It was not creative. It was not Triple H. It was not the writing.
I'm not blaming creative. Listen,
what I'm saying is
he needs to either shit or get off the pot. It's time for you to go after the title and get it.
I think LA got to come back as a heel.
He's not coming back as a heel.
Well,
to do what?
There's no way he's coming back as a heel.
He's got to come back as a heel.
Or
a tweener in the middle, where because he's already an asshole. He's an asshole already. His personality is asshole.
So why don't you like him then?
Because I don't like him because he's trash. And I'm telling you, if he came back with an edge and was a heel and would do a little cheating, just a little less talking, I'd probably like
him. The heel then.
That's what he need to be. LA Knight's character, and I know y'all like him. Well, Villain's with me. He don't like him. He just don't want to say it. I know you like him, serious. But the man's character is not a face. The character is just not a face. The kids love to yell, but he's not a face. He's an asshole. He's arrogant. He's everything a good heel would be.
Kids love him. That makes him a damn face because they're buying the merch and stuff.
When we were kids, we loved DX. They was not faces.
They were.
I don't think everybody didn't love him when they were heels. Like, let's be honest. Like,
I'm just saying,
Shawn Michaels. I don't know.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels been loved by fans his whole career. So
but when
DX,
not that DX Shawn Michaels.
DX Shawn Michaels was a trap. I'll give you that.
LA Knight.
Love DX Shawn Michaels. What are you saying?
You love DX Shawn Michaels, Stacey.
All hail to DX Shawn Michaels.
Right.
Ain't nothing better than seeing the man hump the Canadian flag.
Oh my God! We had it in his nose. Had the flag in his nose.
He stuck it down his tights and
eating the banana out in the crowd. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Playing poker in the
ring.
Like,
the diabolical behavior. There was no part of that wasn't perfection.
He was savage. Like that.
Give me a toned down version of something like that from LA Knight. Since he likes to copy people, he should go watch some tape of them back in the Attitude Era.
Yeah, that's true.
I think
have the level of aura that Shawn Michaels. He doesn't have that aura.
He doesn't have any aura, Stacey. That's why he's trash.
I think the tweener LA Knight would probably be more palatable than a full-blown heel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think an edgy LA Knight would work better.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all gonna be shocked when LA Knight comes back and he's either A part of the vision, the group to put him out, or B, a part of whatever. Or okay, or B,
we just
or
add
B.
Austin Theory. We about to add a couple of the
Well,
it's gonna
look,
be
Austin.
like another.
I don't think Austin
line.
Theory. I don't think Austin Theory is in the vision.
I
And
think
I
he's
don't
part of
think
that
Yes,
Seth
he is.
group.
He will be.
Seth's group. Whatever Seth is doing,
Yeah, he's setting that up.
like that. He's not the only masked man. I could see LA Knight popping up with Seth. LA Knight to me needs to shut up and let somebody else do his talking and just start beating people's
He's
asses.
too good on the mic for that.
Yeah,
I understand what you're saying. I understand what y'all saying, but he hasn't gotten over. And if he was over,
he hasn't gotten over.
When I say he hasn't gotten over,
I said, yo, check this out, Corey. I said that 3 months ago, and Stacey and Coach and Barry had a conniption fit. Don't you can't say that on these here parts.
If he was over, he would not lose every big match he's in. He's not over.
It's not about wins and losses. It's about the crowd reaction. Stop it. We're not doing this.
The hell with that. It's not about
this.
Hold on. If it's just about crowd reactions, the crowd reactions would matter, and he would win every now and then.
He ain't John Cena. Come on, man.
Y'all.
We're not doing this right now.
Hey, look, man.
Every now and then, he just doesn't have any titles right now.
He just doesn't have any titles right now. He just doesn't. He just can't.
I'm not gonna entertain this argument because I will pull the tapes.
I will pull the tapes.
Yeah, I will pull the tapes of Sirius getting lambasted.
I ain't serious.
You don't have to be. You still wrong because he is over.
First of all, Villain.
He sells merch. He gets a crowd reaction.
What merch do he sell? Where the hell have you seen an LA Knight shirt? Where, Villain?
Listen,
where?
There was an LA Knight shirt in San Diego, in San Jose, but there wasn't a Rhea Ripley shirt.
Hold on, Stacey. I'm glad you said that. Stacey. And you said he sells merch, Villain. Hey, Stacey, how many did you see in the crowd?
Oh, there were quite a few. There was a good amount.
Stacey,
let me tell you. Here's what I'm gonna say to you, Corey. Here's what I'm gonna say to you, Corey.
Kendrick Lamar.
They are not gonna have somebody going against the main eventers because we don't have jobbers anymore. It's not like back in the day.
Yes, we do. We got LA Knight.
We do not.
LA Knight's a jobber.
You do. Listen, Corey. Are you like 12? Are you like a full grown man? Because let's talk about a jobber. Let me come hard. Listen, back in the day, jobbers didn't get promos. They came out, they stood in the corner like this, they did a little rough and tumble, they got pinned and they were done. That's a jobber. We don't have jobbers anymore.
No,
everybody's got a contract.
All right.
So promos, he is going over. He is going against the other main contenders. He's been in main storylines for the last how many years?
How big? You say he's been in?
Yeah. I mean,
he's been filler. He's been filler.
Not a filler.
Here's the deal. Top 10 merchandise sellers from 2023 to 2025. Guess who's in the top 10? Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, Rhea Ripley, L.A. Knight.
Number 5.
Stone Cold, John Cena, CM Punk, AJ Lee, and Jacob Fatu.
Yep.
I rest my case.
The second half of that top.
Is Jacob Fatu over? Corey, is Jacob Fatu over or not?
More over than LA Knight.
Well, but he's not in any main event stuff. He's doing all the mid wrestling.
Hold on. He's also hurt, and we also.
But before he went out.
Before he went out. I believe everybody on this panel and then some were saying they could see Jacob Fatu in a WrestleMania main event pretty soon. I'm sorry. I have not heard near one of y'all say I could see LA Knight in a WrestleMania main event soon. Not another one of y'all.
Because they brought Brock Lesnar back.
Don't blame Brock. Don't blame Brock because LA Knight trash. Stacey, you don't even like LA Knight. Why are we doing this?
Not. But listen, my personal decision on a wrestler does not dictate whether
I just like pissing you
not.
off because you brought it up.
Look at all
the merch is merchant, though. I will say that.
The merch is merchant. Look at all of that. Yeah.
The merch is merchant, though, Corey.
I love to have this. We just need to start naming these segments. We just need to name these, these like 10-minute windows of LA Knight talk.
That's right.
Because it
mean,
just
we talk about
annoys
LA
me
Knight.
so much.
What's episode? What's episode we talk about LA Knight?
We
ain't
just
really
need to
gotta
get the
talk about it.
last
Just see
one
out for a couple
where
months.
Aaron crashed out, and because we went hard, like Coach roasted, and splice that together with this one, and we'll just put out its own segments on why you're wrong. It'll be great.
And when it all pops up, and because I'm gonna say something that y'all not gonna like, but it ain't nothing but facts, because that's all I spit, baby. I ain't been wrong yet.
No, you ain't been right either.
Yet. I ain't been
You
wrong.
ain't been right either.
Even when I am wrong, that just means my opinion, what I said ain't happened yet, but it's coming. Don't you worry about it. I ain't been wrong yet. I ain't been wrong yet.
You ain't been right either, so I don't know. You just waiting. We just waiting on you. We waiting on
That's
you.
all right. That's all right. As long as you're waiting, we always good.
Oh my god.
Anywho, so that's where we're at there. So Gunther kicked off Monday Night Raw, and then Maxine Dupree.
Oh god.
We got to talk
go.
about the
Wow.
tap out of
Here we
Ivy
go.
Nile.
From LA Knight, and you're giving Corey more fuel for his fodder with Maxine.
Again, I'm just feeding it to him.
His damn sister. Why?
I'm just feeding it to him.
Can you keep it to like
I know,
less than
I
minutes and like segment it so I can put all this up later on? Because
But speaking of tap out, Maxine Dupree hit the ankle lock on Ivy Nile. He tapped out, and
Corey was standing up on his chair watching that match.
he was applauding.
I didn't even watch it. I
He was
saw the
applauding.
end.
You watched the whole match. It was actually a pretty good match.
I caught the tail end of that one. The Steelers had a commercial. I caught the tail end of that one. But what y'all guys think of that one? I mean, here's the thing, man. Like her, love her, Maxine Dupree is working.
She is.
And does she belong with the IC belt? That's either near nor there. I think the way that Maxine is training and working or whatever, and Becky Lynch is doing Becky Trump type stuff, is sheer poetic. And so essentially she's keeping the IC belt relevant, by doing what she's doing. I mean, the chick showed up at a Laker game with the real IC, shirt, and which was awesome. But the match was, I thought the match was pretty good. Corey shaking his head no. Villain, where's your head at?
The match was fine. I'm shaking my head no, because before Villain even go,
how do you know it was fine?
You just said Becky is keeping the IC belt relevant. Then why the hell is the belt on Maxine? But
because
whatever.
she doesn't have to have the belt to keep it relevant. That's what beauty of Becky Lynch. That's the beauty of Becky. Her social is on fire right now.
Yep.
She is cooking.
Between her and
even she's like, I just had the longest sauna bath in the history of sauna baths. Like it's just like everything she does is turned into gold. It's hilarious. So I love that.
She even get in the water, and she's like, "It was the longest that anyone's ever done." I was like, "Oh my god,
longest anyone's ever." That was hilarious. That was so funny. But listen, I love what Becky's doing. I like that Maxine. She's having good matches. Do I want her to be the IC champ? No, I don't. I think there's other people that should have the belt right now. I'll be honest with you. First of all, Ivy looks good. I like the look on her. She is always cooked in the ring. I caught one of her social media posts that was actually funny. Today after the match. So that was hilarious too. With her ankle being all heavily taped up. So
Stacey and I sitting within 2 minutes of each other.
Yeah, it was hilarious. So I love that too. And I think it's just gonna make for a nice return match. Seeing how they're gonna do it, but the only thing I didn't like, and Corey will appreciate this, is when they had before the match and scheduled for one fall, and then you hear the announcers like she's been the reigning IC champ for 28 days. That's because she went to the dungeon and hiding, talking about she need to work on her game. Like, come on, man, don't try to put her over.
She made Natty tap.
Yeah. Exactly, but don't try to make it look like she's had the belt. She's been like the worst,
Right.
the hardest working champion for 28 days. Dragunov been the hardest working champion, and
real
Melo's coming. I can't wait. Let's go.
Yes.
But I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a good match. Here's the thing, and I said this to you, Corey, before. There are people that use the IC titles and the US titles as stepping stones to go up, right? It's the mid-level belt. Mm-hmm. Some people get the ICs and the US titles, and it's the pinnacle of their wrestling career, and that's okay too. And that's what it's designed for. So not everybody that's going to hold a strap is going to be the next biggest thing. This may be their greatest, and that's okay because that's what it's designed for. If this is when she has her flowers, let her have her flowers. We all know that either January 6th or maybe even a Rumble, she's going to lose it, and that's fine. It's fine. That means it gave her a chance. It's also highlighting Natty's training, which is awesome because y'all saw this week that she's going to be on LFG. Her and who I send that? Who's the guy? It's her KO. Kevin Owens and Natty are going to be on LFG, which is amazing because I'm so excited. That means we get KO back in some capacity. Miss him so much, right?
Miss him. I love seeing him Saturday, man.
That was great. That was great.
I can't wait to get him back.
Like desperately miss him. So at least he'll be in some capacity, right? We can watch him at LFG, forming new people. It'll be great. And Natty, so that gives her, as if she didn't have credibility, she really does. But this even elevates her even more because they're starting to talk about her more, right? They're starting to drip her. They're starting to see. They're showing her as a trainer. So that serves a couple purposes. It's all right, Corey. You're not going to be happy with every single person that carries the belt every single time.
It's not about the belt. It's not even about the belt.
It's just about hate. It's not.
First of all, full disclosure, y'all see this hat I'm wearing. I will never say nothing nice about an LA Ram, and she's a LA Ram. So to hell with that. But you said it's giving Natty's training credibility. The commercial, I can see it now. If you train with me, you can also tap me out in 1 week. Like I just
a couple weeks, but okay.
Bro, it's like she's not a good wrestler. I understand. I understand getting the IC title. It could be it for her career. That could be the biggest thing that ever happened. And if so, hey, I'm happy for her. But
are you?
She should no. But
exactly.
She shouldn't have a strap right now. You got Ivy Niles in the ring. She could have had the strap. You got all these mid-card women who actually could win the belt and not disappear for 21 days because they have to work on their game before they defend their title. But no, we put it on Maxine. Why? She got pictures of somebody?
Because we had to get it off of Becky. We got
a whole, first of all, we had a whole women's evolution pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. The top women in the world on that pay-per-view. Best pay-per-view of the year. I don't remember seeing Maxine on it. Was she there? I'm seriously asking because I don't remember.
I think she was in that Battle Royal, wasn't she?
Oh, man, she was in the Battle Royal that we just threw together to put people in there and get it out the way. And just it was a filler match.
Stephanie Vaquero won, and that turned her into the champ today.
Dog, what I'm saying is you just said we got to get a strap off Becky, and there's so many people that could have done it. Why, Maxine? Seriously.
Because she's been, dude, she's cute. All right, just get over it. All
Thank you. Cute. Say that.
Because here's this way too.
Again, it's more than that, bro. I mean,
it ain't more than that.
It very well could be more than that. But you know what? It's a good story. It's a super underdog story that AJ Lee put the ribbon on and said, you know what? Of all the people that could beat Becky Lynch, it's gonna be Maxine. Because you know why? That pisses Corey off. That's storytelling. Of all the people in the world that could beat the best in the world, and it's not just me saying it, it's Bleacher Report, it's Sports Illustrated saying it.
That's right.
All the people that would beat Becky Lynch, it would be Maxine. It couldn't be like Ivy now who can actually go. It couldn't be Natty who's a legend. Couldn't be Nikki Bella who's a Hall of Famer.
A pain in
It's
the butt right now.
Mhm.
That's cinema. Absolute
It is.
cinema.
That was the
This
whole
is
point,
really
is that
great.
she's not a big deal and she beat the best.
Exactly.
That's the whole point.
pissing you off. That's the point. It's
That's the
pissing you
point.
off.
Stacey, you slipped up and said on January 6th she's going to lose it. It's going to be the 5th, but could you imagine if old Becky Trump won that belt back on January 6th?
You know what?
I don't think that.
I
I don't think she.
ain't messing with you, Corey. I ain't messing with you, Corey. It's
You want to talk?
arrested.
You want to talk about the greatest story ever told on wrestling? Oh my God!
You's a fool for that.
I can't.
Oh,
Go ahead,
man.
Queen. I know.
Go ahead and get to the biggest surprise in the history of Monday Night Raw before the end of
Well,
the night.
everybody, we all wanted it to be Austin Theory, though, right?
Yeah,
Like,
we did.
well, we all knew it was Austin.
No, I knew it was
Theory.
Austin Theory.
That
there
wasn't
was
even Austin. That wasn't even Austin Theory. That was Justin Timberlake, wasn't it, Stacey?
Mhm.
Bringing sexy
I told
back.
the kids, I go, oh my God, it's Austin Timberlake.
Cry me a river.
That's right. And that's the era he was in too. Is the Crimea River era.
Yeah. I'm gonna rock your body.
That's my jam right there, Bill. That's my jam.
Hell yeah! That whole album is fire. I don't care what you say.
The whole
Justified
thing.
is a Justified
That
is a
tour,
dope
I saw
album.
that tour way too many times.
I don't care what nobody said. That album was hot. Shout out to Pharrell. But listen, we knew it was gonna be Austin Theory, and
Yeah.
we wanted him to be the fourth member before when Seth Rollins was there. We because we had picks, right? I think Sirius, you had a different pick, or you might have said Austin Theory, but we all wanted the fourth person in the vision to be Austin Theory.
Right.
You know what I mean? When they were going down the line, we were like, who needs that bump more than anybody? And it was going to be Austin Theory. So now they figured out a way to get him in the vision. And, you know, I'm here for it. I like it. There's other people that it could be. Montez Ford would have been a nice pick. Montez Ford would have been nice, but, like, I don't think it would fit. I think, you know, Austin Theory is better, and I think this is what he needs because this guy had – we all don't remember – he was a champion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He won the Money in the Bank and was a champion.
Yeah.
He was the chosen one, just like Drew. We all see
That's
what
right.
happens when you the
But
chosen one.
Triple H didn't choose him.
That's why I'm saying we all see what happens when you the chosen
but
one.
He
Drew
had to pay
earned
his
it.
penance for that this year, and he has paid his penance by being in obscurity for the majority of the year. And now he's back.
And now he can make the most of it like Drew did.
Yes. Yes.
But what does like I know we all and full disclosure, we all when we all did it, it was already pretty much rumored that it was gonna be Austin Theory. So that's why I said it. But like
y'all remember the first night is I put my hot take was A, Austin Theory, B, Montez Ford. Those are the
I
only
think
two.
there are multiples.
there is. It's gotta be.
Eventually come out, there's more than one.
Why do you think there's multiples? Why do you think there's multiples?
Because
It's
it's not
just-
you could tell it's not the same person.
Yeah.
But what is there to gain by having multiple people do it? Like just give me a theory.
Why don't we have 14 million Americanos running around?
There's three.
Do we
And that
want to
was
repeat
because
El Grande?
Yeah.
do you know why? Because they grew it. Because it took such a big hit on AAA that they love it so much that's why they had multiple.
I think honestly, in all seriousness, I think Austin Theory, again, we all expect to be Austin Theory. It wouldn't shock me if Montez Ford was another guy involved with it. Now what they do with the other masked individual is up in the air, man. I mean, obviously he's gonna be a heel, and we've been talking about it for a while that Montez Ford needs to go off and do his own solo thing. We haven't seen Street Profits on SmackDown in quite a while. And so
I wonder if one of them hurt. One of them hurt?
I don't think any of them hurt. I just haven't
If
seen
one of them's hurt, it's Dawkins because we didn't see
Dawkins, I think
Montez.
Dawkins is hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, maybe, but I think there's going to come a time where it's going to be revealed as multiple, like, Theory's going to be in a match or whatever, and then, another masked man to come out and save him or something like that. So I think they are copying and pasting what they did with Grande Americanas, and moving it on, because I still think one of them is Ludwig Kaiser, a guy who we haven't seen on screen in quite a while. So, but yeah, Austin Theory is the masked man, one of the masked men to be unmasked. What's his point here? Like, why?
It all comes back to Seth. I don't think Austin, like I said, is with the Vision. I think Seth sent him to do this. Make it look like you. It just, that's why I think it's multiple, because Seth's got to redo a group. Seth's gonna have a group when he comes back.
So you don't think Seth comes back as a solo dolo? You think he comes back with the fact
Seth is a visionary.
A revolutionary.
Yeah, Seth ain't coming back by himself.
I don't think so.
Seth ain't coming back by. Seth ain't coming. It's gonna be, and we all know if you watch backup. If you watch Rich Eisen and all that stuff, you all know he's getting close.
Okay,
everything that happened with him is going a lot better than what we thought it was going to go. He's going to be back. I think he's going to be back by Rumble.
I think he'll be back at Mania
the holiday off with Becky. They're going to have the holiday together with Drew.
Yeah, he's going to have it with his hot husband and the hot wife.
Yep.
The greatest wrestler of all time. Not just
you saying.
Just us saying it. Yep. But I like this because now it gives Austin Theory something to do, and now let's go grab that brass ring and see what you can do. I would love to see a reason. I don't need to see a reason though. Why not? Just because I should be here. I should be at the top. I should be at the main event. I'm a guy that, maybe I was the chosen one. I used to be in this title scene, and I was relegated to having a talk show on NXT. You know what I mean? Like, that's not what I wanted.
It's like this, serious. And if you don't know, I'm a huge horror movie fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite movies is Scream. At the end of Scream, when the killer popped out, they said the scariest thing is no motive. Mm-hmm. He don't need a motive to just join. Like Villain said, I belong here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Y'all put me with this crap with Grayson Waller for a year. Y'all gave me this BS talk show. Y'all didn't want to use me. I'm here now, and I ain't going nowhere because Austin Theory can go.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, he can. Yeah. Here's the thing. Everybody in the Vision had a reason to be in said Vision. Mm-hmm. Right? And so if you're adding Austin Theory without a reason, it feels incomplete.
What's the vision? The Vision is the future.
The Vision is the future. Austin Theory is the future.
He's still young. That dude's still in his 20s, ain't he?
Well, here's what I would say about it. I think I do think Seth will come back with a faction. Mm-hmm. I don't know that it's Austin Theory, because here's the thing. Seth is going to have to come back a tweener / face, because the Vision is our heel group. So you're not going to have two heel faction beefs, right? I think the way this is, I agree. I think Austin's saying basically like, I'm relevant and I'm here and this is what I'm doing. But I almost feel like this is his audition to be in the Vision. Like, because he's only doing heel work. It's not like he's coming into these matches and he's helping the good guys. He's not helping the faces. He's coming in and helping the heels. Mm-hmm. So it's almost like to me, he's trying to prove himself worthy of being in the Vision.
And that could also, what you just said, could also be how he is with Seth. He's making it look like he's trying to prove that he should be with them, only to find out Seth sent him there to make it look like that.
Right. And it doesn't really matter. Like he's just a part of the future. To your point, he's 28
exactly.
years old. He's a money in the bank guy that didn't get the chip, right? Yep. Like I'm the future. I'm the guy. I should be here, and that's it. That's all you really need for him at this point. So, like, I'm loving every bit of this. Like, and if anybody needs a mouthpiece, it probably is Austin Theory.
Facts.
I not that he's terrible on the mic, but now you can align him with Paul Heyman and learn from him. Like, I love it, man. I know the wrestling fans out here think they know every freaking thing, and it pisses me off. They think that, you don't know what's good for you. Here, take this medicine and you'll shut up in the corner. right?
Mhm.
You don't know. You think you know better that who should be the masked man. It shouldn't be Austin Theory. I feel like this could be a great momentum swing for this kid. Like if anybody needs it on this roster, like I think we've seen a lot of momentum shifts for these guys. I think we've seen Solo come around.
Yep.
We see Carmelo get a nice little face push that we didn't expect. So I think we got some guys like that are really taking advantage of the unfortunate injuries, like kind of like the ruthless aggression area. We got guys that are starting to take advantage, get that screen time, and making the most of it. And these guys are going to be needed because I think we talked about it last week. Look who's going to be on their way out pretty soon.
Yep.
So why not give this guy a shot?
Yep.
Yeah. Interesting. Before we get out of here, we got to talk about the CM Punk promo. Once again, masterclass on the mic with some impromptu. I chef's kiss. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Chef's kiss. I like the way the show ended. With him coming out and everything, but this is shaping up to be an interesting feud for Braun Breaker. What y'all think about the promo? The impromptu talk about his wife was I don't think that was in the script. I just think he played on words. I just think he played on words when we talked about the dime, and then he flipped it because Punk is the greatest of all time on the microphone. But what do you guys think about it?
I think I messaged you, and I'll let everybody else chime in. There's promos, and then there's promos. Like, Braun had 2 good weeks of promos. We were all gushing, and then Punk said, "Hold my beer." Like, basically, that's basically like you think your arms are too short to box for God. Like, you think you cut a promo? Let me show you how to do this. And it's not despite him or to make him look bad, but it's just to hype this up. And it's like, let me show you how to do this. And the Scott Steiner, Rick Steiner line, it was
good.
And it was so good. All of it was so good. And what made me laugh was at the end of the show when you see Braun's like, you ever talk about my family again? Blah, blah, blah. Like, dude, you're the first one I got out of pocket talking about AJ Lee. Like, now you offended because somebody talked about your daddy? Like, nah, this is it was just funny to me. But like the promo itself, that's what he does.
Yeah,
he makes it look easy, and that's why when I see Braun fumbling through a promo to start, I see the fumble because you look at a guy like CM Punk that just hits the beats, doesn't skip, doesn't stumble, and it's not written down. It's well thought out, mapped out in his head. He just makes it look very easy. It's amazing. It's amazing work. And if anything, you're always going to remember CM Punk as one of the greatest on the mic. John Cena is probably the greatest on the mic. Punk is right there.
CM Punk is the GOAT on the mic.
Okay. I'm not going to argue with that. Like, but I've never seen Cena fumble. I've never seen Punk fumble.
But you're comparing this kid to the GOATs.
Yeah.
Can't do
you want to step up to the plate, and you want to stomp with the big dogs. You want to get into the title match. You know what? You could be Bret Hart, who was solid on the mic. You could be Stone Cold, who was lethal on the mic. There's levels to this.
I put it to you like this, and you right there is levels to this. Braun Breaker's already, to me, better than Bret Hart on the mic.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think he's got a long way to go. But you saw the evolution of Roman, right?
What?
I said, and I did not stutter, Braun Breaker is better than Bret Hart on the mic. Bret Hart was garbage on the mic.
That's recency bias, I think. Don't do that. But no, like you could see like Roman, right? Roman was fumbling on the mic, and now Roman is surgical with the mic.
I feel like that's because they finally let Roman be Roman. And I feel like with Punk, there is no script to go off of.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have to go off script because they don't give Punk a script. And when Punk comes out there and he rips that thing off the microphone, you already know the promo gonna be fired.
Yeah, he ripped that and threw it at Michael Cole.
It was Joe Test. He threw it right at him.
Like Joe Test said something or did something to him. Like, what the hell did he do?
But my thing with the end, and this is where I disagree with Villain. The way it ended was perfect. I loved it. Braun Breaker saying, "You ever talk about my family again?" I understand what you're saying. He brought it up, but what's a good heel? It don't matter what the hell I said. Don't you talk about my family?
Right.
And the end of Raw, and this is the last thing I'll say, and I'll let you go, Stacey. The end of Raw is the end of January 5th because Braun Breaker getting that title. Punk's chasing the Mania. I don't care what you say. I don't care how you feel. Braun Breaker is going to be your champion on January 5th.
I think you may be right, but again, it's going to come with shenanigans and everything, and Punk called it out. Like, he can't beat him 1v1. He has to have
keep the vision out of it. Ban the vision from ringside. I want the Steiner brothers to cost him that belt.
I mean,
don't you ever talk. Don't you ever talk.
Still,
I understand. Steiner math equals 1, 2, 3. That's what he said, right?
That's what he said. Like Steiner math. Like
right.
when he brought up Steiner math, like he was cooking.
Well, we've been to come get this belt.
Stace, put your head down.
I mean, I agree. I think this is putting Braun with CM Punk is the same as putting him with Heyman. Because Punk is teaching him with every time they trade. And that's the point, right? Because Punk, the difference is that with Breaker has to get his hands on somebody, right? He's a bruiser. That's why we love him. Mm-hmm. We love that he's doing promos, but we love his spear more.
Mm-hmm.
So the difference is that, like, Punk doesn't have to wrestle. I mean, do we really? We're not like, oh my gosh, we love to watch him wrestle, because we do. But we love to listen to him cook on the mic more than anything. Mm-hmm. So he is giving a clinic every time he does with Breaker. So it's just building his credibility. And I agree, we do compare him, and they're not the same, but he's also getting better every time he does it because he has the master teaching him as they're going. And that's why this is a beautiful beef right now. Because again, we know we're building to January. We know that that's what's coming, but the only way you build that right now, because you can't let them get their hands on each other really, is with riveting promos. And they're doing that. And, talking about the family, the Steiner math, gosh, I chuckled about that yesterday. I laughed about it today. Like, the thing that's great about Punk is, you're right, he can do it on the fly. I think he probably comes up with 2 or 3 things he wants to think about, but then his mind just gets going, and you can see it. Like he goes vicious 1 minute, he's laughing 1 minute. His mind is brilliant in how he works through a promo. And so his ability to start teaching others by doing that, and I love that he's working with Breaker for this point, is just elevating him. It's just teaching him, okay, you want to talk about family? This is what we do. This is how we're going to bring this, right? Mm-hmm. So him bringing Steiner math in it was just next level, right? Mm-hmm. He's like, I'm going to one-up it. I'm going to teach you how to do this. Let's build on this. Let's build on this. And it's just a clinic. And I'm just enjoying every piece of it.
On-job training.
I think you may be right, Corey. I think that he does get the strap in January.
I think Punk gets it back at Mania, but the talk right now is Brock Lesnar is going to see Gunther at Mania. If for that's the case, for round one.
No, I don't want that. I don't want that.
Well,
you know what we want though. You know what we want, Corey. You know what we want going against Brock.
Who?
The ruler.
The ruler.
The destroyer.
You know what? Plans change. That could happen, but I think he may be the one to retire Brock.
Ooh.
No.
That would be fun. That would be fun.
An amazing match.
Because I know we all.
Here's the deal. If if Obafemi retires Brock, can we now call Gunther the Legend Killer?
Well, we
2.0.
wasn't call-
Are we trying to call him the Legend Killer?
Nobody's
That's
calling him
part of-
that.
Nobody's
That's
calling
what's
him that
being
yet.
floated. That's what's being floated
That's
because
what's being
Yeah.
floated. Social.
he
Social's
retired
building that for sure.
Goldberg, he retired Cena. Now they're talking
Well, he
about
doesn't have to be a legend killer. He could be a career killer.
career killer, legend killer. I mean, yeah, there's only one legend killer. So
I
maybe
can
he's career
see,
killer.
I can see Brock wanting to work with Gunther at Mania because they wanted to do that 2 years ago, and I can also see Brock saying, "I want that big kid to be my last match."
Mm-hmm.
Talking about Oba,
Yeah.
and Brock
I mean,
is
word
gonna
on the street is Brock retiring at SummerSlam's his
at
last match.
SummerSlam. Yep, because it's in Minnesota.
Yep.
It's home.
Yep.
So
John
6
said
more
it.
months, man.
John said it on a podcast.
Yeah.
He said it basically.
Yeah.
He let the cat out of the bag.
So
Oh,
does AJ retire before or after Brock?
After.
I think he retires after him.
I think AJ is gonna go all the way through 26.
That's what I
And then,
think.
and then he'll hang it up.
I think his last match. I think AJ's retirement match need to be on TNA.
I like that.
That would
It
be
needs
nice.
to be. It needs to be on. You can have your last. You can have your last
TNA
WWE
star
match.
retires him.
Or TNA star retires, Mike. Like
Yeah.
the kid, what's his
Slater.
name that was just in the
Slater.
tag match?
Yeah, Slater.
Yeah.
He clearly respects that kid. He likes that
Mhm.
kid. They clearly work good together. Another year under his belt, he's gonna be even better. That would be nice.
Waiting for that kid's contract to come up.
Yeah.
My kid is special. 21 years old, Corey. 21 years old.
Them kids got something, man. They got something.
Mm-hmm.
Something in the water.
Which is why I said Saturday night's main event was a success because I ain't never seen that kid before.
You never saw
I seen Evans. I never seen Slater.
Okay, yeah, Leon Slater. When he goes over the turnbuckle, it is unbelievable. And that freaking 450 swanton is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Oh,
hey, real quick because Sirius look like he gonna wrap up soon. Before you wrap up, we was talking about the greatest on the mic, right? And I do not watch AEW, but I watch this kid. I swear to God, I wish MJF would get to the WWE.
Yeah, he's nice.
MJF on the mic, he's not the GOAT right now. He's not the GOAT yet, but he can go with the Cenas and the Punks on the mic. That kid's special.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that. With that being said, let me get you guys out of here. Corey, you know what to do. Shut us down, big dog.
See the show, like the show, share the show. I'm going to say this. This is a wrestling podcast, but I'm going to say this every week until the season over. Bang, bang, Nana Gang. See y'all next week.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, big dog. Miss Stacey, you know what to do. Get us out of here.
What's up, fam? Another great night. See y'all all next week. Gosh, we're getting down to the wire. We've only got two more bits until the end of the year.
Yeah, it's
going
crazy,
to 2027. Man. Can you believe it? 2026. I don't even know what year
it
is, y'all. Blah, blah, blah.
You should say 27. You skipped the whole year.
I skipped a whole year. I mean, sleep is underrated.
Undefeated.
Very true statement. All right, sis, call at you later, man. Villain, you know what to do. Get us out of here, big dog.
Great week, man. Appreciate everybody listening and tuning in. We can't do this without you guys. We'll be back at it soon. I'm not sure about next week. Most likely, maybe we'll do something. Who knows? But if not, enjoy your family, enjoy this time of year with your loved ones, and we'll be back at it to open in 2026. It's the first show without John. It's gonna be crazy. It's crazy, but yeah, it's so difficult to bid farewell to yesterday, if you know what I mean. Shout out to Martin. It's so difficult to bid farewell.
All right, big dog. I'll let you know me. Yo, it's your boy Sirius repping that 412 and the 703, man. Such a privilege and actually pleasure doing this show with these people on tonight. Next week, man, we are probably gonna record something to get that out to you guys on Wednesday, man. We want you guys to enjoy time with your family, your friends, your loved ones. Christmas is a difficult time for a lot of people. If you listen back to our Tuesday night show a couple weeks ago, we had the homie CK coming on talking about mental health and things of that nature. So definitely avail yourself to all the services provided to you. I always close out my shows like this, man. God is good, even though sometimes people are not. God bless you guys. Catch you on the next one. Peace.